Yes, go ahead.
Let's start right here. We didn't see Gordo, Dunn, and Schwartz. Any update possible on them here?
Actually, today was an optional skate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking as far as what's ahead here for this group, what have you seen as far as the value of their buy-in offensively and being able to contribute, line 1 through line 4?
Well, the real key is having contributions from line 1 through line 4, from D pairs 1, 2, and 3, and having everybody be at or above the bar. That's our formula for success. We've missed the mark there the last couple nights. We left a point on the table in Vancouver. We left 2 on the table to another team that we're competing for a playoff spot last night. So that's the true test for our team, and that's the formula is not hidden for us. It's not 1 or 2 guys, 1 or 2 lines. It's a full, complete team effort through our depth.
Dave, I know you're not thinking about a 7-game road trip coming up. You got 2 more at home here, but how much do you think momentum? I mean, you don't want to be in this choppy kind of up and down thing as you head into a road trip like that.
Yeah, I don't think so much about momentum. I think of I'm trying to find the right term. The right term for me is, we have to make that decision. As a hockey team, whether we're satisfied with the level of play that we've had that's got us to this point, or whether we are willing to make that decision to push to the next level, not just through the next 2 home games here or through that road trip, but as we move through the remainder of the season, we have to make that decision as a group, whether we're ready to make that investment on a day-to-day basis, game-to-game basis, in order to step up the level, because that's exactly what has to happen. Our play has to elevate as the stakes continue to get higher and the games continue to get tighter and tighter.
Where do you feel that culture is right now that sets this team up for success heading into that long road swing?
Sorry, say it again.
Sorry, where do you feel the team is at right now with its culture that sets itself up well for that long road swing?
Our culture is good. We've met the challenges to this point, so I'm not questioning what we've done or what we're going to do. I'm just telling you what I feel needs to happen. Staying status quo will not bring enough success over the next 49 games. So that's, as I said, that's the big thing. As you get to this time of year, that decision has to be made to continue pushing forward to elevate.
With the schedule you have coming up, how important is even having a short practice like today for you guys?
Well, the practices are, they're really important. And I mean, you guys have been along for the entire season here, and you've seen the mix of rest and practice and how that all fits together. As I look over our next couple of weeks here, our reality is last night 14 and the next 25, right? So today was short, but it was valuable. There was no systems or structure involved other than working at a few skill sets, but pace, execution, those things are really important, and we got a little bit of that. We were able to do that today for 25 minutes. Now, tomorrow we'll have the entire group out. We'll go a full morning skate. We can work at a couple pieces of systems that we need to work, and we'll do that in a morning skate setting.
How satisfied were you last night with shot quantity, quality, the ones you passed up?
First 2 periods, I was happy with our play 5-on-5. I was happy with our play 5-on-5. We gave up very little. We generated good quality scoring chances. Still one of the challenges. One of the challenges for our group is making sure that our shot selection is good. And by good, I mean we're not you can't turn down shots at this time of year. You can't always look for a better play. Sometimes you got to put it to the scoring area and you got to get inside. So in the first 2 periods, if there's one of the things that I would like to see us improve, we can improve in that area. That being said, you saw the quality that we had. I mean, we generated off of quick transition and exits and intelligent pushes on possession. We generated 3 breakaways. We generated, we generated enough good quality opportunities last night in the first half to 2 periods of the hockey game. We did not in the third. In the third, we were on the wrong end of everything. We generated 2-3 scoring chances maybe, and we gave up a bunch. So, that third period was not good enough for us last night.
How different of a challenge is Edmonton tomorrow night than Calgary was last night?
Every team's different. Their teams are built differently. The game last night was exactly what we knew it would be. The challenge coming up tomorrow night. You obviously have a little bit different personnel than you're facing, a little bit different structure in terms of the way teams are built, but an equally great opportunity in terms of 2 points. With a team that we're very tight with in a divisional race.
How do you evaluate your PK right now, pros and cons of what you're seeing?
Well, we've been on or off, right? We've had good stretches where we've been really good. We've gone through a stretch now. I think we've probably given up 10 in our last 34, if I've got it right. We were a little bit better last night. Our detail has to continue to be better. Right down to, and I'll give you examples. Face-off details. Win or loss. We gave up a goal last night on our PK off a face-off loss that was too easy in terms of how that puck got to the net. We missed an assignment. A couple face-offs later on a later PK, we did a great job, got a face-off win, and tried to do too much with it and didn't get it 200 feet. So we ended up spending another 20 seconds in our zone. So there's things that are continuing to improve. It's going to continue to be an area of focus for us that needs to improve as we continue moving forward.
Is the execution after a face-off almost as important as who wins it and who loses it?
Probably more important. I mean, you can argue whether you're 48% or 52%, and I'll be honest with you, half the time the stats that you guys see are much different than the stats that we use. But it's an important stat. Are you above or below that 50% mark? It does make a difference, but either way, your execution as a unit of, whether it's a unit of 4, a unit of 5, after that face-off is won or lost is really important in either trying to generate offense with possession or getting that puck back with if you don't have possession.
Dave, you've talked a few times over the last couple years about being successful when you have the long change in the second period. Just curious, what is it about the long change that makes it either easier for you to gain momentum or on the counter? Like what makes it
oversimplification. I mean, you can get stuck in a sequence of just trying to get off the ice and get your line changes, right? If you're on the tired end, if you're defending for 30 or 40 seconds of every shift, you're probably not starting the next shift with the puck. And the likelihood of you then defending on that next shift is pretty darn good. So it's all, it comes down to different sequences as you go through those long changes, and whether you start with the puck or whether you have to go chase it for the first portion of your shift. Where are you spending the energy? And if you're starting without the puck and you're defending at the start of every shift, I can guarantee you momentum is going to turn the wrong direction for you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
Good. All right. Thank you.